will it get? Okay, maybe let's look at this one like and then for a while, and then so that you can actually able to replicate it and then in your account. Then once I share the script, so you can do it and then via the user data, and then but later on when you get home, run those commands via the SSH and then manual, and then it kind of like help you to reinforce and then the learning. And it will be even much better when you type them. You say like how I was doing them last week. I was just intentionally not to give you anything to copy and paste. Because like now when you copy and paste, it's easily say like, no, I've done it and then it's working. But now when you are typing and then you're making mistake and everything, that's where things and then it start to make sense and then start to sync. So I will always advise you, avoid and then copy and paste. You can look on how it looks like the command, type it, and then it's like, at the end of the day, your mind will remember that there's a command sudo that I need to type. But if you're copying, your mind is not recording like to say like there's a sudo, there's this command that I'm typing all the time. And I think you guys like you're like it now because of there's so many things, there's AI and all those kind of things which is coming and then to help. But now if you have to go and sit for the exam, you won't pass because of they don't allow internet and then they don't allow AI or something like that. But now if you know where to find the answers and everything, it's easy. Especially the Linux exams, they are easy because they are practical. If you forget something, there's a manual inside the terminal which you can just log in and then you search and then the manuals and then you see how the example is done. And then you go back, you type it. So I'm using my island, so I'm just gonna go say launch, and then I'll call it web server. Please let me know if I'm fast.
What, lowercase now?
Yeah. So you don't have to do it now, you can just watch me like what I'm doing. So most of the things that you have, and then if you're missing something and so let me know, I will assist you and then while like I'm done with this other stuff to get you started. So maybe in the meantime, you can create and then the AWS account.
Yeah, the AWS account.
Oh, you've got an account?
Yeah.
Okay, sharp. So now I will select and then my key pair, I will do this one, WordPress. And then I do have and then the WordPress key in my machine. And then security group, let me see what I have. Web server.
By using Teams.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it's blurred, no? I don't worry. After today, I'm going to buy the project. It's bad.
It makes me feel like I have a problem.
No, it's not you. It's that thing. But you can recall what I'm doing. You don't need to see it like this. If you see there in an account.
That's the best thing.
So like what I'm doing now, I'm just creating the EBS volume using GP3. And then after that, there's an advanced part here. Then there's an advanced part which you leave everything as it is, and then you jump here. Can you see where it says user data? Yeah. So it's either you can attach the file, which is .sh, or you can just copy that data or that information from the user data and then you paste it there. So I'll just copy this. And then I paste it here. Then I've got my security group. Let's check it. So here on the side, you've got the summary of what I'm doing. I've got my Amazon Linux, which I don't want that. I wanted Ubuntu. So through my summary, I can also see what the OS I've selected. Can you see there? Yeah, I wanted this one. Why? Because the commands are different than from Ubuntu and Amazon Linux. And if you choose the other one, those commands, they won't work. Like for example, this one it use the YAM, the Linux one, the other one it use APT, something like that. So it's important. So because I went there and then I review what I've choose, and then I could quickly see that like I choose the wrong operating system, and then that's when now you get stuck and then to say like why this thing is not working. And then the security group now it changed because I've changed. So now let me just remove this and put it. So most of my security group and then the web server, they are open on port 80 and port 22. So but even if your security group is not open and then you're using the user data first, it won't able to download the information and then on a public internet. Then now when you finish, then it doesn't work. So that's why it's important for me to kind of like make sure that like in my security group and then it's working the way it's supposed to be working. So let me just quickly open this here. Because like here, this security group, I'm just assuming that it's got port 80 and then open because I created it a long time ago. And then the user data is fine. So let me just launch. Yeah, because I haven't sent it. I wanted to show you now. Because once you get it, and then now you'll be fiddling with it, and then it's like, what do I do now? Yeah. So I'm done. But it's basically those commands that I gave you last week. I think there are 4. The sudo, you install Apache. After installing Apache, you remove the index file. After removing the index file, you download and then the website. And then after downloading, you unzip it. And then it's done. Yeah.
Now where I'm gonna start is how we creating the way, like step by step, how you were creating this EC2. So I'm gonna start there. I think I'm gonna need.
I will show you like because like with that wizard, it kind of like a guide you what you need to do. So I hope everything's work. I've got the public DNS and let me check my security group if yes. It's got port 80 and port 22. And by the SSH it might not work because of my IP address might have changed. So because like now the user data, it's fine and then it's working, and now we want to launch stuff automatically. It's very important that to make sure that this part it works, because the auto scaling, it doesn't configure those commands like when it launch. It goes and takes whatever that you've configured and then it launch. So you tell the auto scaling to say that I want the minimum of 2 instances and a maximum of 4. If one fails, auto scaling will automatically take another one and then launch another one, and then to make sure that you remain with those minimum instances and then that you need. Okay, so let me see. I will. Oh, this other one is like for you to go fix it and then troubleshoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this one is the wrong one.
So
Yeah, it worked, but the way I wanted to work,
Yeah.
but it's for you to go and troubleshoot and make
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is from the user data, right?
Yes, it's from the user
So
data.
yeah, comes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that one and then for troubleshooting and say like,
Okay.
yeah. So if like you get the Ubuntu welcome page, You can use that one, but you need to fix it and then via SSH.
Okay, if I get the Ubuntu web page,
Yeah.
that says it works,
Yeah.
what must I do?
You can fix it via the SSH. So SSH into an instant.
Okay. What do I do?
Okay, let me explain to you how you can fix it. Let me explain to you how you can fix it. You've created an SSH with the key pair and all the things. Né? So SSH into an instant. When you've SSH into an instant, and then you remove that index page, which is there inside that will find. So the index page is sitting inside.
HTML folder.
Yeah. It's sitting inside that var/www/html, and then you remove the index file. When you remove the index file, you go back again, you run that command which is said wget, but you just say sudo wget, and then you copy that one, you put sudo and then wget.
Okay, so we go to command.
Let me show you here. Can you see the screen? Eh?
Yeah.
So what happened with that user data? All these commands, they worked. No, all the commands that I'm having here, they are the right one.
And
you've got the
is the wrong one. Yeah.
So this is what you need to do. Can you see the sudo remove this file? Eh? You need to run this one on your side. When you've SSH, you need to run that one, and then you come and run this one, the wget.
So we run the command from install unzip to where?
It's not better.
Where it says
Let's work with the right one.
Okay, let me send you this one, and then you will run this one. And then that one, you will take it and then again and troubleshoot it. But how did I end up?
Maybe you name it the same.
No, I created two yesterday. Can you see there the troubleshooting and
Troubleshooting that.
Maisha, how come you don't get my email?
I don't know.
Is this not Maisha, my email?
Yeah, Masha, my friend, they asked
I don't know. Eh? It might be something.
Your firewall.
Can you see the troubleshooting stuff?
So Nani, what's the file that we are touching? What is it?
It will be website Bootstrap Lab 2. Is that the one you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one it was for troubleshooting.
The WordPress is not in this one.
What if you don't attach it when you launch it?
It's not gonna bootstrap your website. You'll have to log in SSH and then you do it manually. Yeah.
Remember, you didn't send the WordPress one is not included in this one.
So the WordPress one, what I want, it will be after the homework that we'll be doing in the WordPress one. So the WordPress one, it will be, so I've sent you the WordPress, don't do the WordPress one. So the WordPress, you'll do it and then from home. So every time you'll be like adding all those things. So like now we're gonna have to take that monolithic WordPress application and then refactor it into the truth here.
So are we overwriting the previous file, the one that you just said now? Are we replacing the previous one?
Okay, this is how you can fix it. You can edit the user data in an EC2. So you stop an EC2, you edit the user data, and then you restart it. Or you can delete that EC2 and run it with a new user data. So exactly how you've done it when you run that one, it will work with the one that I sent. Did you get the new one now?
I think have you sent it?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, okay.
You've got it now. And then open that one and then you'll see the difference from the other one.
Yeah.